You'll often hear racing drivers talking about how in the future they would love to have their own team. Jack Brabham, Bruce McLaren and Eddie Jordan had success in creating a constructor, but it doesn't always go so smoothly. Take Super Aguri F1 for example, a team that ran out of money 4 races into the 2008 season. Super Aguri was founded by Aguri Suzuki, a Japanese former racing driver, in 2005. However, it was a difficult start for the team, as when they applied in November 2005 to enter the 2006 season, they were initially turned down after missing the FIA's November deadline to deposit the $48 million bond required. But Super Aguri was back a couple of months later, having secured the approval of the 10 other teams to compete in the sport for the 2006 season, along with the aforementioned $48 million. Facing the obstacles new teams often do, Super Aguri opted to use engines from their backers Honda, an updated version of the 2002 Arrows A23 chassis, and the former Arrows factory in Oxfordshire. However, Super Aguri's driver lineup raised a few eyebrows. Japanese drivers Takuma Sato and Yuji Ide were enlisted, with Frank Montagne brought in as a third driver. It was Ide's inclusion that caused some confusion, as the then 31-year-old had limited experience in European racing. Nevertheless, Super Aguri pushed forward with their lineup, before changing it after 4 Grand Prix. The team announced Montagne would replace Ide as the second driver after Ide's super licence was revoked following a crash with Christian Albers. But not content with Montagne, Super Aguri replaced him after just 7 races, in favour of new Japanese driver Sakon Yamamoto. But things didn't really improve for the team, as the season was filled with retirements and Super Aguri failed to score any points. Hoping for a better 2007, Super Aguri reworked the RA106 chassis used by Honda in the F1 2006 season. Sato remained with the team, while he was joined by British driver Anthony Davidson. And to be fair to Super Aguri, they had several decent performances, including an 8th place finish by Sato at the Spanish Grand Prix and 6th place finish at the Canadian Grand Prix. But behind the scenes, there were ongoing problems. Before the first race of the Australian Grand Prix, Super Aguri announced SS United Group Oil and Gas Company as its title sponsor, but it was later revealed that SS United failed to comply with its sponsor contract, reportedly by defaulting on sponsorship payments. This had a direct effect on the team, with Super Aguri forced to cut as many as 30 staff members from their workforce. Super Aguri also launched legal action against their test and reserve driver Guido van der Garde. Van der Garde had announced in February 2007 that he was moving to Spiker F1 to work as their test and reserve driver. But after the announcement, Super Aguri said they believed their existing contract with Van der Garde was still in force. While details remain limited as to the outcome, it took until June that year to resolve the dispute. For 2008, the team continued with Sato and Davidson, but struggled immediately with the car. Their SA08 was based on a reworked RA107 chassis used by Honda F1 in 2007 with poor results. But due to financial problems, the team was unable to test their car several times, with the final pre-season test cancelled after parts failed to arrive. Hoping to save Super Aguri, Magma Group announced a buyout of the team during the season opener at Melbourne. However, just a few weeks later, Magma withdrew their deal. But things started to go from bad to worse, with Super Aguri only able to compete in the Spanish Grand Prix after Honda provided an emergency cash injection allowing them to race. And come the Turkish Grand Prix, Super Aguri's founder Suzuki and Honda were expected to meet with German's automotive group Weigel after the company said they would take a substantial shareholding. But the deal was deemed insufficient at a critical Honda board meeting in Tokyo. Delivering the final blow, Honda said they were unwilling to pump any further money into the team, with their racing CEO Nick Fry saying the company had already supported Super Aguri far beyond what was originally intended. The team's downfall played out in Istanbul, with Super Aguri's trucks and motorhomes denied entry into the paddock. And on May 6, 2008, Suzuki announced Super Aguri's withdrawal from the Formula One Championship, and the following day it was confirmed Super Aguri had gone into administration. While Suzuki said he enjoyed running his F1 team, he admitted that he would never do it again. He said, "I'm exhausted, I definitely need a break. It's a piranha club, and I kind of feel that I don't want to stick my fingers back in." If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content in the future. There's also a join button allowing you to become a member and gain some exclusive perks. Until next time.